Hello guys, welcome to this lecture. This is fifth part of CSS. In this part, we are going to see Z-Index and Overflow Property. These are the CSS property. The Z-Index property specifies the stack order of an element. The Z-Index property specifies the stack order of an element, which element should be placed in front or behind the others that we have to see. Then Overflow property specifies whether to clip the content or add a scroll bar when the content of an element is too big to fit in the specified area. The overflow property has the following values: visible, hidden, scroll, and auto. These are the overflow properties values. By default, the overflow is not clipped. The content render outside the element box. Hidden overflow is clipped and the rest of the content will be invisible. In scroll value, the overflow is clipped and scroll bar is added to see the rest of the content. Auto similar to scroll, but it adds scroll bar only when necessary. Now we are moving toward the Visual Studio Code editor. Now we see here Z-Index and Overflow property. First we have to create a box 1. First we create a box 1, then copy this box 3 times, change the class name box 2 and box 3. Now copy this class, and now here we have to add one same class, that is box, in all three classes. Box class is same for all three box, that is box class. Through this box we can give a same style, that is height or width. Box class height 200 pixel, width 200 pixel. Now we have to add here border 1 pixel, solid red. Now we have to select the first class, that is box 1. Now first we create a box 2 class, box 2 background blue. Also we give background to the first block or first box, background red. In box 3 we give a background yellow. Now we write a left and top property. For that we have to first set the position relative, not inherit, relative. We have to write this property here, and top 20 pixel, and left here we have to write a termination symbol. Yes, top 20 pixel. Here we have to write minus 120 pixel, and left 60 pixel. Similarly here we can write this property in box 3. Here we add a 80 pixel, 80 or 100 pixel, but here we write 170. Yes, or 190. Now we see here Z-Index property. Here we write a Z-Index 1 in blue box. Here we write a Z-Index 1 for blue box. That means the blue box come in upper side, and behind that red and yellow box. If we add a Z-Index 2, then yellow box come in front. Yes. If we add this Z-Index, set this Z-Index minus 1. If we set this Z-Index minus 1, that means this yellow box go backward to all these two box. If we add in Z-Index property, that is first we have to write here position. If we write Z-Index here 2, then red box come in front and remaining box will go backward. Yes, this is all about the Z-Index property. Now we see the next property, that is overflow. overflow. For that we have to write some content. Now we remove this 3 box. Now we here write paragraph tag lorem 30 words and save this. And also we can copy this paragraph tag. Now we write a p tag. We set the width is 200 pixel, height is 100 pixel. Now we write here border that is 1 pixel solid red in both. Also we give here background color yellow in both, and also we can give here margin that is 50 pixel. Or here we can also here we write break tag. Yes. Now we see the overflow property. In overflow, first we see here overflow. Actually the by default property is visible. Now we write a second property that is hidden. In hidden, the content is hidden. Only the box, the content which is inside the box, that will be shown. The remaining content that is overflow, that will be hidden. Now we see the second property, overflow scroll. When we set the property scroll, that time we can scroll this content in both cases, in both paragraph tag. Now we see the third overflow property, that is overflow auto. In auto there will be the only y-axis scroll bar is present, but when we set the scroll overflow scroll, when we set overflow property value scroll, then that time there will be the x-axis and y-axis scroll bar is present. When we set the overflow property auto, then that time only y-axis scroll bar is showing. And by default, when we don't set any property, any value of overflow, then that time the by default overflow value is visible. This is all about Z-Index and overflow property. Thank you for this lecture.